Yay, Pandora Project week 6. So, the next to last week. Actually, yeah, next to last. This week's Pandora Project focuses on focuses on country and Motown music. Country music actually came in 6 generations. The first generation was during the 1920s and saw artists like Fiddlin, John Carson, and Samantha Bumgarner. That's a weird name. The second generation was during the 1930s and 40s and saw artists like DeFord Bailey, Autry, Roy Rogers, and Tex Williams. The third generation came during the 1950s and 60s and had artists like John Denver. Although some of his stuff was with John Denver, he kind of did through the 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that. So, but in the 60s. Anyway, John Denver, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, and Bob Dylan. The fourth generation was between the 1970s and 80s and produced artists like Hank Williams Jr., Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Alan Jackson, and Alabama. The fifth generation was during the 1990s and produced artists like Garth Brooks, Aaron Tippin, Trisha Yearwood, Toby Keith, Shania Twain, my favorite, Reba McEntire, Faith Hill, Martina McBride, and the Dixie Chicks. The sixth generation of country music comes from the 2000s through today and has produced great artists like Sugarland, Carrie Underwood, Lucy Hale, Lady Antebellum, the band Perry, and Taylor Swift. Some of the many instruments that are used in country music include the banjo, bass guitar, steel guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, it's a lot of guitars, harmonica, drums, fiddle, and piano. Motown music came about during the 60s. Many bands had Motown songs, including My Girl by the Temptations, Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes, I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas, What Becomes of the Broken Hearted by Jimmy Ruffin, and I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch by the Four Tops. Instruments used in Motown music include bass guitars, tambourines, pianos, percussion instruments, so like drums, saxophones, and sometimes the trombone or trumpet. I love country music, and it's one of my regular genres to listen to. Shania Twain was actually my first idol, and her Come On Over CD was the first I ever owned. As for Motown, I didn't actually realize how much I enjoyed it until a few months ago. With the choir I'm part of, Pleasant Valley Choral Society, our director put together this really kick-butt mashup of a bunch of different Motown songs, including I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Dancing in the Street, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, and What Becomes of the Broken Hearted.